Chapter 36. Angelica dropped Tommy off at school and then decided that a walk was the best way to work her way through the upset of the message, coupled with the fact that Patty was out of prison. She would later text Augustine to find out exactly when Patty was released, and when Patty knew about his impending release. He was the kind of person who would let things stew, building up until they exploded, and that explosion was more often than not either violence or the threat of violence. She learned later that Patty was released only the day before, and that he probably knew about it for a few weeks. It was more recently than when she started receiving the menacing messages, but the frequency had increased in a similar period of time. It could be Patty. In fact, Angelica couldn't think of anyone else that would want to send her such vile words. Unless she had been involved in a few murder cases now. The first one was the death of her close friend, killed by another of her close friends. And there have been a handful since. Maybe one of the people who she had helped bring to justice held a grudge. She had no idea who it was, but Angelica knew that she needed to find out who it was and put it to an end. For her own sake, and the sake of her son Tommy too. Angelica ebbed and flowed between feeling safe and feeling in danger as she walked. The car was far behind her, the apartment far ahead. She didn't have her safe places to fall back on. Angelica would have to work her own way through this. Her thoughts bounced around inside her head like they were the only possible things she could occupy her time and mind with. What is going on? Patty could be here right now, couldn't he? Did he have the capacity to be released from prison yesterday and then be here today? Is he watching me here now? Is he in that bush, that car? Has he already got the drop on me by picking Tommy up from school? Does he have the right to travel out of the UK? Will someone have already told him where I am, where Tommy is? The thoughts caused her to stop, doubled over with fear. But Angelica wouldn't give in to the fear. She was strong. She would fight anyone for the safety of her son, even if that was a man who caused her so much pain and fear in the past. Angelica resolved that he wouldn't be able to do that again in the future. Now she had to deal with the present.